What's up, bitches? It's your boys.
Fuck off.
Love my party. Anyway.
We're very lovable.
And huggable.
Lovable. That's the word for it.
I could have said something else, but no.
We're very killable.
Very killable?
We're very killable.
Just don't be suicidal and you won't die.
About that.
Oh, and you thought that mock fight was hard? You're gonna have a lot of fun with the actual final boss of this campaign. Let's see, where did we leave off?
We should be level 20 by then, and every one of us should be level 20 by then. Not every one of us is level 20 right there.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a little hard to sneak up on something that has dark vision for a mile.
I mean,
having dark vision does not mean it will see us.
No,
especially not.
But a wisdom of 20 would help.
Yeah, but then it has to waste a turn making a perception check, doesn't it? Or a bonus action making a perception check at the very least.
I mean, not exactly with a passive perception of 25.
I mean, currently, my highest roll is a 31. So
yes.
I'm the only one that would be hiding, essentially.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm not...
Previously on Dungeons and Dragons. Nobody remembers. I'm ashamed of all of you.
We fought a tiefling, and he was like, "Oh, we're badass bandits." And then Maxwell proceeded to lay out exactly who they were and why this person shouldn't do it. He did it anyway. He died. The entire people who tried to rob them died. And Aoife is sad now, and Maxwell got high last session and got kicked by a horse. Boris and Zeus are making potions at the moment. Vegeta is just kind of hanging out. I don't know. being the uncle that's reading the newspaper. Jid kicked Maxwell. Zelena was Zelena.
Setting things on fire.
Yeah.
Like a boss.
That's why I was in that. Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. No important information was missed within this recap. And if you want to know the important information, watch last session. Why am I explaining this to you? There's my argument. This is your fault for not remembering to watch last session. Not my fault for not remembering all of the stuff that happened last session. It's your fault. People who are watching who want to know what happened last session. It's your fault.
And Aoife got a pretty cake.
And she's sad now.
And she's sad.
She is very sad right now.
Because she went into a freaking blood-crazed rage.
And it is up to the horseman and the dark elf to raise the child's spirits.
Okay.
When you said Vegeta's reading a newspaper, this is the first thing I imagine. If you look in the meme chat.
Yes. Lovely.
He's a cultured half-orc.
I remember having a half-orc NPC that was... No, he was an orc. That was a renowned wizard. Man, these guys are fucking ugly.
Hey!
Not
Hey!
you. Not you. These monsters I'm pulling up.
Hey!
That's too refined for
Vegeta.
How dare you
Jesus
talk
Christ.
about me like that? That's not nice.
I was really my search query was half orc reading a newspaper, and there was this one and just a bunch of like weird stuff. I'm like, I'll choose this one. I feel like after tonight, after all I've looked up for both campaigns, I think I need to wipe my search history.
The Google employee is looking at your search history. What the fuck is he doing?
Well, a few more days down the line, because I forgot to write down which day each of these encounters are happening.
Oh, in between each encounter,
Yeah, you guys are
Maxwell
burning potions.
spends.
Let me figure it out.
Well, not only that, but Maxwell and I'm assuming Jid are in the process of trying to cheer Aoife up.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
this next one is occurring on day 20 of
This
your
encounter
33.
happens in.
The next thing I'm about to describe
constellation?
now, like there's been 7 days between. Yeah, so adjust yourselves for marching order, assuming. I'm just gonna draw a quick black road. Assuming the road is like. Fucking draw, damn you. There. The road is like that.
Oh, I cannot adjust myself as Roll20 decided it needed to refresh itself.
And I may or may not be drawing a couple of shitty ass trees for fun. Trees. Don't you love trees? And also, it's daytime.
Boris does. Okay, which way are we traveling?
I believe we are traveling this way.
Okay, so
Yes, you are traveling towards the edge you are farthest from along the road. So, and because you're traveling south, I'll just do a little arrow. That way is north.
this encounter happens in the middle of Maxwell teaching Aoife how to juggle.
Oh,
Whilst he is riding on top of Jid.
okay. So, as you are traveling along your way, you spot a couple of male hill giants lumbering along, heading north. They're heading your way, and one of them
Don't you? Okay.
and misses.
Riding on top of Jid.
While a rock flies over your heads.
Whoa! Whoa! Are they throwing rocks at us? I want to turn around and see where the
And
rock lands.
Sort of just crashes
Matches
and
that
sort
need
of
to be
just tumbles
attended to.
along.
Anybody
Yep.
here speak giant?
At least one of you
No?
speak giant.
Nothing?
I remember.
Okay.
No, none of my characters speak giant.
That was
Useless
one of the
NPCs.
side characters. Yep.
Now, would you like to deal with them?
So these guys just see us on the road and just instantly start hucking rocks at us? Nuh-uh. We ain't doing this today. Fuck that noise.
Elena?
Alright, so you're gonna fight him. Everyone roll initiative.
I can hardly hear anything that you guys are saying. You guys are getting all sorts of choppy and then just not talking. What the hell's going on? Am I lagging? Are you lagging? Who's lagging? Me. Definitely me. I am lagging like crazy. Am I not being heard?
Rolled. Wait, no, I didn't click on Boris's fucking character sheet for that. Maxwell's was 16, Boris's was 4.
I rolled a crit fail. Oh wait, no.
Best to have everyone get in this.
Yeah, during these traveling ones, it'll be everyone.
By the way,
But
yeah.
did these guys seriously just see us walking down the road and they're like, hey, there's people, let's chuck rocks at them?
You're small
DM.
people. They hate small people.
DM Boris rolled a 4. Maxwell 16.
They don't like small people?
I
So
forgot
I've
to
got
click
Maxwell
Boris.
on.
Selena
Oh,
turns to
Boris.
Boris and immediately goes, show them we're not so small.
Zelena, you are very quick to fire. Even the man who seems to be angry at these things
It looks like
didn't act
you.
that quickly.
Wait, did you use Maxwell's sheet to roll?
I used Maxwell's sheet to roll for Maxwell, but I forgot to use to change the token. Or I guess.
Yeah.
And then I changed the token and rolled for Boris, but I forgot to click Boris's token.
Yeah, so let me see. First, let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's everyone. And Vegeta goes first. I'll put these guys a little closer.
Vegeta. See how far away they are. Really? Oh, he's gonna get as close as he can. How do you move while measuring again?
So start dragging. So like click and drag, and then when you're at a spot, you right click, or you right click once after dragging. So like start to drag your token, and then right click to get on, and whenever you make a turn, right click again, and it'll measure out how far you're trying to move.
Are these creatures huge beasts? Or huge creatures?
They are
Or-
large.
They are
No, they're
large?
huge. I don't know why their
Okay.
tokens are only. Oh wait, no, yeah, they're huge.
Okay.
I mistook 2x2 for 3x3.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a creature on 5e tools for Boris that matches its size.
Mm. Just barely out of range. So, the one in front of me is going to get an Eldritch Blast.
That. Oh. Okay, so the first one misses, the second one hits.
And then use bonus action to. What would it be to check if what if I can recall what resistances they have, or rather, what weaknesses?
History. Or
I have a
nature.
feeling this is gonna be a bad roll. History or nature?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do nature.
Well, you don't remember anything specific, but generally speaking, hill giants are famously clumsy, as are a lot of things that are gargantuan like that. I shouldn't say gargantuan because that's size class, but colossal.
I guess more akin was we know just from the sight of them they're hill giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're going to use the ring of chilled anger to go into a rage and use cold damage instead of radiant.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Brings us to Zelena.
Yeah. Y'all ready for this?
I guess.
Alright. Y'all never seen this before, but motherfucking fireball. But y'all ain't never seen that shit before.
I don't know, bro. I might have seen that shit before.
Obviously, we're centering it here so that it can knock the wind out of both of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one of them actually passes.
One of them passed. Oh boy.
And then I am just going to.
Huh. Funny that.
Let you guys see their health bars.
There are no elementals. Wait a second. Here we
And
go.
that is turn.
You said that's end?
Yep.
Okay. Brings us to Zeus.
Okay, Zeus is going to cast. Both of them become difficult terrain. Moonbeam.
I'm about to create something Zelena is gonna love.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be centered on this one.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
So you should
and I'm
Oh
draw
excited
no,
to
that
find
I'm
out the
being
circle.
answer.
completely serious. Because I'm about to use Conjure Elemental as Boris when it gets to his turn, which is the last one in the turn order. And I can summon an Elemental of a challenge rating of 2. And I just found something that is that, and I can summon 2 of these things because they're a challenge rating of 1.
A 5-foot
So it's a-
radius.
Yeah, radius is a 10-foot diameter circle.
10-foot diameter circle.
So essentially, I'm about to summon 2 fire snakes.
Oh, come on.
Fireball. Nothing but fireball.
I'm about to summon 2 fire snakes.
Okay.
Well,
So-
10-foot right here. I'm having trouble getting it to work.
Okay. I got it. I'm just going to copy your color. As best I can, at least. Say like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm still on the Oh. Gotta be very particular when you're. Okay, and it passed, so it takes half as much.
Oh, that's a con save, not a deck save. Oh well.
Is that end your turn?
Yep, that ends my turn.
Okay. Maxwell, it is your turn.
Maxwell is going to pull out his short bow while jumping off of Jid. And he's going to make these with advantage because he goes before them for once. And this hasn't happened in ages. And he's going to use sharpshooter, see if he can hit the one that is closest to Vegeta.
Okay.
Nope.
That misses.
Yep, I figured. God, I wish you got fucking extra attack. It should be a feat where you can get extra attack, god damn it. He's going
Wow,
to
that'd
go
be
in.
pretty bust.
I feel like if you don't get extra attack from your class, you should. That would be a good feat to have. And he's going to go into this tree, I guess. And he's going to try to hide.
So you'd just be hiding in the shade there because the trunk be
I just didn't
about
feel like.
there.
Okay, trunk would be about
The
there.
trunks are
Hide.
squares because I forgot to switch draw shape.
I could get to there. Maxwell has speed of 40. So he'd be
There.
Be right there.
Okay.
And he'd be trying to hide. So this is going to be normal. I think I made it.
Nice. Yeah. And that is certainly an entire turn. So we go to Aoife.
Let's see. All Aoife knows is that rocks are being thrown, a fireball just exploded, and Maxwell just ran off and hid. So
Her juggling lesson got postponed.
what would Aoife do in this situation?
Nobody needs to be healed yet. That's a plus.
That is a plus. But also the Giants haven't gone yet. Okay, how far away are they real quick? 65 feet. And the range of spiritual weapon is 60 feet. Ah,
Just go up one.
that's what I'm doing.
So when measuring ranges, go corner to corner.
Yeah, I always go center to center. It helps me. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stand here, and I'm gonna do spiritual weapon. We'll do it at 3rd level because I can, I want to, and you can't stop me.
Okay, and then let's just put a second Aoife down to represent the spiritual weapon.
Whack! Followed by a sacred flame.
Okay.
And that is. Holy shit!
You're not
Take
in
the
your
radiant
radiant
damage
soul
off.
form.
Take that radiant damage off. I did not even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the. So.
So the first one is 9, and then 7.
Yep. I didn't even realize that was on. Anyway, that's her turn.
Okay, time for one of the hill giants. Which hill giant is it? It's this one. Okay. So this hill giant is gonna kind of go around this whatever it was that just smacked it. And he's gonna jump and try and land on Vegeta. Okay, and then Vegeta is raging, so
Who does a cannonball outside of the water?
A dead man. That's who.
so Vegeta, you have just been fucking flattened. You take 11 bludgeoning damage. This is after your resistance from being raging.
Vegeta, you are not to get anywhere near Eva after you've had 15 showers.
Let me check your AC. Yes, I did in fact hit you. And you're prone and grappled.
Prone and grappled, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Brings us to Jid.
Alright, Jed is going to use his charger feet.
Change!
30.
And then he is also prone.
Well,
So
the giant.
Vegeta and this giant are both prone.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm
So that
on.
means when you approach it for a melee attack,
I get advantage.
you'll have advantage. Do you have Great Weapon Master yet? Are you planning on taking Great Weapon Master?
Not yet. I don't know yet.
Well, Great
Yeah.
Weapon Master pairs well with Charge.
Well, this is charge. Charge and charge are two different things.
Oh, Charger. The Charger feat
Yeah.
pairs well with Great Weapon Master.
You moved him, and because I think he's in range right now. If I do something, depending on how I do it.
Well, if you're using that there +1, what are you doing?
To use the charger feat, I have to be moving in a straight line.
Yeah, that's not a straight line. What I'm showing you is a straight line.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'd be going from center, but still straight line.
All right.
It's just at a line being at an angle does not mean it is not a straight line.
Oh, okay.
I think
I thought
that's something a lot of people get mixed up because it's weird. It's not 100% intuitive, especially when you're on a grid.
Then I'll use the charge feat for my racial ability. Come up here.
So that melee weapon attack, the hoof attack is also a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to use the bonus action from your charger or charge?
Charge.
Oh yeah, because you didn't dash. Okay. So that misses.
attack, then get an extra attack. Oops. Well, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because I was two-handed.
Right.
Hold on. Why are my things out of order? I'm clicking. What the heck? Roll 20. Scrap both of those rolls because they were supposed to be lances, not longswords. This is supposed to be the first attack, and that was supposed to be the second attack.
Okay. So that one hits. The second one misses.
And then as a bonus attack,
And then what type of damage are you dealing?
of piercing.
Okay. I'm actually going to be able to fix that.
Maxwell has a sudden headache seeing Jid use his hooves.
If I remember how to do the query. I don't remember how to do the query, so we're going to fix that later.
And that would be
All
the
right.
end of the turn.
Okay. Now it's the communist.
The kami is going to use conjure minor elementals. Because he can and I want to.
Okay.
And he's going to summon or conjure 2 fire snakes. On the one that everyone isn't attacking right now. The one with the pink circle. Oh no. Okay.
Discord cut me off in the middle of what you were saying. To what?
2 fire snakes. On... That's not the right thing. On this one.
What size category are these?
Medium.
Medium. Okay. So where can you ping the exact squares where you're summoning them?
Well, actually, this square, this square, and damn it, that square.
Can you ping the second square again?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll initiative for them as a group. Where the? I thought I had to. God.
Boris is gonna look at him and like you'd like these ones. And then he himself is going to proceed to walk forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and turn himself into a giant constrictor snake.
No, which you already have the sheet for. Good.
Yep.
It is huge. So we're just gonna expand you like that. Because your speed. Oh no, your speed is still 30. So your speed did not change. You just also have a swim speed. Does this end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to the fire snakes. And did you give them a command?
Their command would have been to kill the giants.
Kill the giants. Okay. So I guess this is West 1.
I named
Will
her Zelena.
so Zelena X.0
Zelena 2.0.
is going to bite. The thing, the giant, and then smack it with its tail. The tail smack misses. The one that is to the west will do the same. Except it misses both attacks. Brings us to Vegeta, who is currently prone and grappled.
Strength saving throw for grapple.
Athletics check. Or acrobatics, whichever is preferred.
Athletics, because I get to roll that one with advantage.
Fair. Nice. So you escape the grapple. I'm going to move that guy there, and then I'm going to move you out of his square, because he doesn't move because he's still prone.
Okay, I'm going to stand up using, 10 movement?
Half of your movement speed.
Half of your movement speed to stand up?
Yeah, unless you have
Okay.
the athlete feat.
So is the save my action? Or the check my action? Or
Let's look at the rules for grappling. Let's see.
I believe it
There's
is.
or is it the end of my turn?
Yeah, you use your action to escape.
Okay. Well, then
Okay.
guess we'll just do an extra attack. No, because that's
Bless you. Gazoon
Thank
tight.
sorry. I got to figure out what I can do with just a bonus action that doesn't require me already having done something
The
else.
giant constrictor snake is going to wriggle its eyes at Zelena because it summoned 2 fire elementals. Almost as if it's going like, eh? Eh?
Alright, 1 point.
Yeah, there's patient defense, step of the wind.
Yeah, I think that's about all I can do.
So what are you
So-
doing?
The giant constrictor snake will fist pump with its amount of fists
We'll
that it
take-
has.
We'll spend a key point to take.
Okay. Which brings us to Zelena.
Well,
Sucks that all my
Zelena is not about to be outfired. It's not happening. So,
Well, those things have fire immunity, so
again, she's not going to be outfired.
I'm just saying you can use as much fire on that one as you like.
You say those snakes are immune to fire?
Yep.
Coolio. You want to see a hill giant squirm for its life as it's cooked alive?
Yes.
Do it.
I
it
cast
now.
Wall of Fire
Fire.
as a circle around this back hill giant with the fire snakes inside.
Oh, fun. Let's see. What size circle is it?
It is a 20-foot diameter.
20-foot diameter. Okay.
I got a real quick question. I don't see in the tunnel. When is this one gonna go?
I thought I rolled initiative for it. I rolled initiative for it. I don't know what happened. I guess it was too dumb to take a turn.
Okay.
Not surprised.
Well, Moonbeam activates at the end of the turn. That's what I was asking.
At the start of its turn. Roll the damage for it real quick, because the turn would have passed. And it's Constitution, right?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Didn't even realize it wasn't on the turn order. I thought it was. I swear I saw it. Must have accidentally deleted it. Oh, I did delete it when I accidentally deleted the token while fixing the yes. Oh no, it's 20-foot radius or diameter?
Diameter.
Okay, so it's a 10-foot radius.
It's going right around that guy. It should catch the fire snakes. If it doesn't, oh well.
I mean, either way, they are not going to take damage from
I
it.
don't know exactly how to use those tokens I have, so I'm just gonna draw a fucking circle. It'll get one of them. Mother.
Oh, don't matter. Either way. So yeah.
Can you paste the description for me real quick?
So because he wasn't within the wall that the area was being created, I don't think he needs to make the dex save.
So any way that you put it to engulf him in the circle, he would be within the wall would intersect his space.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of. Give me just a moment.
And it says up to, so you could have it be any size up to that. Yeah, that's a 20-foot circle.
Like that.
More like, oh, that. Okay. So yeah, he wouldn't need to make the dex save. And the creatures being immune to fire would make the dex save, but just wouldn't take any damage.
But they do get pushed to one side, and I am pushing them inside.
So that means they're in its space.
And good thing they didn't
And
cross that border for Moonbeam.
and fire snakes have heated body.
Yeah. But like it doesn't they're not necessarily just because they're in the same square doesn't mean they're like in the same
Yeah.
space doesn't mean they're necessarily touching.
Yeah.
But you know, that's spooky to have a wall of fire pop up. So or ends its turn there.
And that is her turn.
Okay. Brings us to Zeus.
I'm still concentrating on that. Concentration. As long as I'm not casting another concentration spell, I could cast another spell, right?
Right. The only spells that interrupt your concentration would be spells that somehow damage you, like and spells that require a new concentration spell.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. This one.
So you actually don't have line of sight to him because the wall of fire is opaque.
Ooh. Okay. Didn't realize that one.
Yeah.
Still hit the other one.
And then
All the things
And that
have
would-
lost sight, so
and that miss it. And regardless of which one you target, it misses.
yeah, I'll just have a look at this one,
All right.
and then that's it.
Fire elementals
Okay.
do have damage immunity from fire now.
Maxwell, your turn.
Maxwell is just going to shoot at the giant that is not surrounded by a wall of fire.
Yep. And because you're hidden, you have advantage.
Yep, and therefore sharpshooter, just to see if I can hit it.
And because that hits. And because you're not loud, you're not shooting a gun, you're not actually drawing attention to yourself, it's an arrow. It doesn't make all that much noise, and it's kind of distracted, so you don't have to re-roll your hiding.
Sweet.
So, and in the future, you'll only have to re-roll your hiding when I say that when something would reveal you.
Okay.
So, like when you shoot your gun loud draws attention, but arrows are relatively quiet, at the very least compared to the other noises of a battle. Like the burning sound from a wall of fire, the screams of the giant who's being burned alive, etc. Do you have any other plans for your turn?
Doesn't need to hide again, so no.
Okay, brings us to Aoife.
Who is going to take her magical flying lollipop and smack that guy again.
I instantly thought of Castle Crashers.
Hey, I love that game.
Me too.
Yes, I love running around with a lollipop and smacking things,
So much fun.
and that kills it.
Yay. So now I'm going to run up to here, stare at the wall of fire, and go, I wonder if he's done yet.
Does that end?
That is her turn.
Okay. So this hill giant, Moonbeam is at the start, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yes. Or starts its turn there.
Yes.
Okay. So roll the damage. It passes the save, so it takes half. And then this guy is not exactly having fun being in a wall of fire. So
Surrounded by 2 fire snakes.
Being
Right.
in a beam of moonlight.
He's just having
Yeah.
a bad day. It's just a bad day.
He's kind of fucked. Let's see. There's the wall. So you can walk through the wall. Okay. He's gonna first let me figure out how far he can move. 40 feet. Okay. So he's gonna run out as far as he can. Just actually there.
Oh, meet the giant snake in the middle.
Yes. But he
Okay.
provokes opportunity attacks from both of the snaky snakes.
Yes.
And
Destroy
he
it,
also
my
does
children.
take damage from running through the wall of fire.
Right. Is it a save when you're running through it, or is it just?
Nope.
Let me see. Okay. So roll the fire damage.
Rolling fire damage.
Yeah. You had a 1 in 8 to the 5th chance. Like a 1 over 8 to the 5th chance of. Let me just.
Chance of what?
God damn it. Of killing him instantly. Yes. So a 1 in 32,768 chance of rolling maximum damage and killing him with 5d8s.
Cool. He didn't die though.
He did not die, but
It's pretty damn close
and
to it.
now
Excuse
he's
me.
pretty damn close to it. He's going to start swinging his great club at the giant constrictor snake.
Okay, let
Because
me roll
Jesus fucking
those.
Christ, he ran out of the fire into the snake.
Let me roll those 8d12 plus 8 for my hit points right now.
Okay.
Roll 8.
Then what's your AC as a constrictor snake?
12. It's not that much.
12. Okay. I'll just set it once you have it rolled.
44.
So you take a total of 33 bludgeoning damage.
Hey, I have
As it
11 left.
I'm just gonna throw that in because I've got your thing open. Oh, never mind, you did it. I'm not gonna do it twice. You only took damage once. And that brings us to Jid.
Jid is going to stabby. 1, 2.
Okay, those both hit, but it's still alive.
I believe I get 1 for my bonus section, don't I? I don't know.
Yeah, you're dual wielding.
Yeah.
You're dual wielding them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stab.
Oh, yeah.
Stab.
Mhm.
So, like, the way the dual wielding actually works, it'd be you making all of. Why'd you make 2 more?
Didn't mean to. Ignore the last
Oh.
one.
So you'd be making all of your attack actions with one of them, and then use the other one for your bonus.
Oh, okay.
Or at least
He's still
that's how it.
alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay. I was gonna say, what?
And when he dies, and when this one dies, his body disappears.
Boris is gonna revert to Boris form,
That was weird.
and he's going to
Indeed.
call the fire snakes to him.
Oh, you took damage. Make 2 concentration checks. Are they concentration? Is it
Yeah.
concentration spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, make 2
Advantage, battle
concentrations.
mage. I'm fine.
Okay, that one passes. Second one.
I gotta make 2 concentration checks. He hit
Yeah,
me
it
twice?
hit you twice. It hit you twice. The total was 33 damage. You passed both.
Okay. I can't pet them, but because I'd hurt. It did hurt. I can, however,
Yes.
show them off to Zelena. And gloats just a wee bit. Fire, snake, it's you. This one's name is Elena.
You had a point. I've just revoked it.
I still got it though.
I'm half tempted to cast a magic missile at them and blow them up.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I though?
You would. You actually would. Not before I had them wrap around you, though.
Oh, that would just make my job easier.
You'd still get burned. You're not resistant to fire yet.
True. But they would die the instant they touched me.
They just want to nuzzle.
I love how we've turned something that could have brought them closer into another argument.
Yep. Immediately. On the other hand, at some point I turn into giant fire elemental and become fire and become immune to fire myself. So he's gonna dismiss the you named it too.
Yeah.
Well, little Eva, that seems like a question.
It got really quiet really quick.
Have no clue where Snake. That's its name.
Wait, did I just get disconnected for a few seconds? What the hell spells is happening here?
It's an interesting way to react to the body of a thing you just killed, just
So where
vanishing.
did the other one go? No clue.
Oh wait, that's why. Okay, Aoife, make.
Are
Does
you
Aoife
all
have
able to
detect
hear
magic?
me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Aoife is actually
Wait.
trying to figure out where they went. Aoife, make a Arcana check.
Oh, that's not good for her. Oh, hey! Never mind.
So that sudden disappearance is characteristic of there being something. It didn't have anything to do with the giant itself. You can deduce. There was some outside force making it disappear.
But where did he go?
Eva, turn your head away from Vegeta. Very, very quickly.
Well, as far as Aoife can tell, it just disappeared. It doesn't it doesn't exist anymore. You could, as far as you know.
Turn your head this way, child. We still have to continue our juggling lesson.
Vegeta wants to collect a trophy from the hill giant.
Any specific trophy?
I only
A
have the
tooth.
spell magic.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, these guys don't exactly have the best dental care, so you're really just able to pull out a tooth, rip it out. It's yellow
Here, I
and
was thinking I was gonna have to take the whole jaw.
take the whole fucking jaw. Yeah, you can tell that the teeth in the jaw are yellow and kind of rotting, and the jaw isn't in much better shape either.
Would Zeus know anything about what happened?
If Zeus rolls an Arcana check and does better than Aoife did, or if
You rolled a
or
17!
because you know so Aoife would be able to tell that he disappeared magically.
What can Selena tell?
Zelena can basically tell the same thing, that it was characteristic of banishments.
Can
But
I
banishments. Like the it's similar. It looks to her similar to the banishment spell.
But nobody here
But
can
can
cast
I climb one of the trees and take a look around, see if there's anything else here?
I
Yeah,
shall do the
so-
same.
I'd say the tree. How tall are fucking? How tall do trees get? How
Which
fucking
one
tall
is
are-
the
I'm
I'm gonna say
tallest
there's a
tree?
fucking. I don't know. How tall are oak trees? I'm looking this up. How tall are oak trees? A mature oak can be between 60 and 100 feet tall. So we're gonna roll 2d20 plus 60 to see how tall the tallest tree is. The tallest tree is 81 feet tall.
I'm gonna climb it.
Okay, so it takes you a little bit. And do you have a climb speed?
I don't. I don't think. I do not think.
So Okay, so we're gonna do this 20 feet at a time. Make an athletics check.
Okay, athletics. Athletics? I would have thought acrobatics, damn it.
Are you climbing the tree or are you like jumping up its branches?
Jumping up its branches.
Well, for the first 20 feet. So after this athletics check, it'll be acrobatics check. Which is for the first 20 feet of the trunk, there are no branches to grab onto.
Okay.
This is like the oak tree, not a pine tree.
15.
Okay,
It's not
you make
too
it up
bad.
to 15. You make it up to 20 feet with no slippages. Because climbing 20 feet is something that pretty much anyone that can breathe can do.
Okay.
And now it's acrobatics checks. So make 3 of them.
3 of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Not
Okay.
Can I get
So
advantage because
make-
I have the sunglasses and I'm trying to do something cool?
That would be badass. That would be pretty badass to just jump up a tree.
Yes.
Okay, and then I need 2 more, both with advantage.
Yes.
Imagine you've got like your hands in your pockets and you're just doing flips. All right.
And I'm just going when I get up there. I'm just going to hang off like a sailor hanging off the fucking main fucking thing. I don't know. Shit, man. I don't know boat
You don't both.
anatomy. I don't boat.
Well,
The mast. Say the mast.
you aside from a few more trees, so I'm going to move everything down a bit.
One second.
Why didn't it move the goddamn drawings? Or did it? No, it didn't.
It did. It did move to drawing.
It did.
It did.
Okay. Just didn't really seem like it. So I'm just going to copy one of the trees real quick because I'm lazy. Or maybe
Passive.
not. Never mind.
My passive perception is 17. That's why I was like, I should probably do that. After Vegeta said, I'm gonna climb one of the trees, I was like, my perception might be good.
So over here, over at the east, you see a tree that's the leaves are all on the canopy and all the leaves of the tree are on fire, but the trunk, you can tell, is frozen solid.
Guys, there's a strange tree over there. That's north. To the south. Or east. East. I know directions.
Yeah, I marked it.
Seeing that the
Hey.
trunk is frozen solid, Zelena's gonna try and cast a firebolt at it to melt it. She can, she wants to, and nobody's gonna stop her.
Okay, so it bounces. That firebolt bounces. Roll a d8.
What did I miss?
There's a tree that's simultaneously on fire and frozen.
And Maxwell just climbed another tree the coolest way possible.
Zelena shot a firebolt at it, and it bounced. So I need Zelena to roll a d8.
Rolling a d8.
Why would it bounce?
Because magic.
So north, northeast, east, northwest, south, southeast. So it bounces. I have an effects brush. Effect. Fire. Missile. Basically off that way. It bounced, and the ice did melt for a bit, but the tree is so cold that it just pretty much instantly freezes back over.
This tree's calling me out.
Zelena, there's a child behind you.
She's seen worse.
That's not my concern.
That's not the point.
Did Maxwell find that tree, or?
Yeah, Maxwell found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Maxwell climbed a tree and saw
I never
another
got
tree
to
that was
climb
on
the tree.
Maxwell is going to descend the tree and run over to...
For all those interested, Selena is now preparing Fireball.
Zelena, calm down. We don't...
Vegeta will be there.
Stop.
This tree is fucking challenging me, alright?
That doesn't mean you throw a goddamn nuke at it.
You said the tree was already on fire?
Yes.
The top of it is. The trunk is frozen solid.
Right.
It is mocking me.
Oh, don't do this. Here, how about no. How about I run a little test before you try to blow it to smithereens?
Fine, you have 2 minutes.
Can I get 5?
You can get 1.
I'll take the 2.
I'm starting a timer for 2 minutes.
Maxwell is going to walk up to the tree with a dagger in hand, and he's going to touch the dagger to the ice trunk of the tree to see if anything that touches the trunk also becomes ice. Like any thing connecting.
Okay. So up the blade, you see a layer of frost form, but the handle bursts into flames in your hand.
Yeah, fuck.
You take 4 points of fire damage.
My turn?
No.
No, he still got 1 minute and 10 seconds.
So that's interesting. If you touch it with something, the first part of it becomes frozen, and the latter part becomes flaming. Much like
Right, and
Zelena.
as soon as it leaves contact with the tree, it returns to normal.
Picks it back up, sheathes it.
But the handle is now significantly burned on that dagger.
I wonder.
Not so much that it's unusable, but noticeable.
I wonder.
You have about 30 seconds.
Okay, well, this is going to be stupid, possibly. I'm going to use... I want to say I have a fucking bottle or flask and put that to it and see what happens. Because experiments.
Okay, so like your water jug?
Yeah.
Like whatever equates to a water bottle?
Essentially.
Okay.
Or
well,
Boris and Zeus have been making potions. I assume they have like a spare bottle.
Yeah.
No,
Anything within that bottle turns to fire, and the bottle turns to ice and freezes to your hand,
Shut.
and you take 3 cold damage. Take your damage like a man.
Ah.
You also took 4 fire damage.
Yep. All right.
You didn't
change
take
that.
the 4 damage.
I thought I had changed that. To be honest.
And when you take the bottle off, it turns to normal, but the glass feels stuck to your hand.
Guys,
It
Time's up.
feels like that bottle is stuck to your hand.
guys, it's stuck.
Time's
God.
up. Fireball's flying.
Guys, it's stuck.
hold on.
Not another one.
He's just gonna wave his hand up and down to try to get the bottle off. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck.
Would Zeus be able to tell if this tree's magic? Oh, you know, it's kind of obvious.
You could, at this point, this is beyond your knowledge. This is beyond any casual knowledge you would have. So this wouldn't be so there's no check that could figure out. But pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a certain spell that would help you out here.
Yeah, dispel magic.
That's what I was about to do.
I was gonna say identify, but go off.
Does anyone here have identify?
I do not.
I do
You
not.
don't have the material components for it. I know that for sure.
Identify takes material components?
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
Oh, hey,
most
I
spells
have identify.
Take
I have
material
identify.
components.
No, it has
It
a
takes-
listed gold price material component. You need a pearl worth at least 100 gold. It's not consumed, but you need to have it.
Maxwell is still waving his hand up and down, trying to get the bottle off. It's not coming off.
So they aren't spells. It's certainly magic, but not spells.
Okay.
So doing that does nothing.
Maxwell, you might want to take a few steps back.
It won't come off.
And it's not resisted. It just does it. Now you can tell that it didn't resist it. It just didn't affect it.
Right. So, for the purposes of this fireball, I am not specifically aiming at the tree. I am aiming for the base of the tree where the ground actually meets the tree. That way it doesn't bounce off again.
So where are you hitting?
Got it? The very, very base of the tree.
So you're just you're just trying to engulf the trunk in fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Sigmund, last chance. Back away from the tree before you get caught up in this.
Maxwell is going to take this risk.
Very well. Your funeral.
So cast fireball for me. I want to see the damage roll. Okay. So
terrible.
The fireball erupts.
Oh, that shouldn't have been an advantage, though. I failed that, but I take half damage.
I mean,
because evasion.
You do know that will be pretty badass, right?
Oh fuck! I'm gonna take it.
It would look pretty badass just to stand in a fireball. But you still take the 10 damage.
Evasion.
Evasion?
Evasion.
He
I have evasion.
automatically
Oh.
passes.
Wait. Automatically succeed and take no damage. Oh shit! I forgot about that. Carry on.
You're welcome.
So he matrixes under it, still looking at his hand like, what the fuck is happening here? Walks off. Aoife, what? Can you help me?
There.
So did the fireball do
7.
anything?
All right, so the tree trunk, it looks to erupt into flames. When the fireball fades, you can see that from the top down, has begun, like, all the ice melted, like the ice layer melted, but it very quickly refreezes from the top down.
See, did nothing.
But the ice layer is thinner than it was before.
Alrighty. One more fireball coming right up.
Hold on, before you fire that fireball, can you melt this
Yep,
glass off
wait
of my
one.
hand?
I reach over to him and lightly cast firebolt. No. Here we go. We'll create a bonfire next to him, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants with it.
I'm going to melt this glass off of my hand.
So it isn't melted to your hand, it just feels stuck.
What the hell is this? Can I take it out off of my hand, or is it actually stuck?
You can try to take it off.
I'm going to attempt to take the glass off of my hand.
Okay, it comes off. It just felt stuck.
Guys, I swear I'm not Hygid. You don't have to kick me. It felt very stuck.
Alright. New idea.
Gust of wind?
What? No.
Have Boris turn into a giant. Have Boris summon some ice things and touch it?
I'm gonna cover
I
the
love
base of the tree
grease.
in grease.
What are you covering in grease?
The entire base of the tree. Or
At 10
as
foot.
much of the
Okay.
trunk as I can get.
So 10 square feet of the trunk.
Yep. Back away.
So it's
Aoife?
now covered in grease.
Maxwell is going to pull Aoife like 5 feet back with him.
Howdy.
And you can tell that the grease itself is slowly freezing.
Oh, we better hit that before it freezes.
Selena, you don't have to set everything on fire.
This is a tree that is frozen solid. This is a challenge.
This
All right.
could be magical if we get to peel some of the ice off.
So
Somehow.
it goes up in flames, and you see, and it falls, like the tree falls over to the east. But once it's fallen over, it is no longer frozen or on fire.
You've ruined
Ha!
it. You've ruined
Suck
it,
it.
and I am sad.
You can faintly see the outline of where the tree once stood.
Maxwell is going to take a peek at it.
Bitch ass tree.
Is Maxwell going to like reach out to her, or is he just looking?
He is. I feel like this could end very badly if I say reach out to it. He is going to walk right up to where the tree was and look down the hole or whatever it is.
Look down what?
He's wherever the tree was, Maxwell is just going to look down or look at where it was, like right next to it. Like he's going to stand next to it and look.
Okay, well, it looks like the ghost of a tree. Like you've seen ghosts. Your character has probably seen ghosts.
Yeah,
Or
he's
think,
drow.
or your character thinks he's seen ghosts.
He's a drow. He probably seen ghosts.
And it looks like the ghost of the tree. The trunk is blue, as if it were frozen, and the leaves are all red, or they're all the colors of fire.
Zelena, the tree's spirit still lives.
I'll talk to the druid
I saw
about it.
I saw Aoife move. What's up with Aoife?
Aoife's curious.
Is Aoife going to try and touch it?
Maxwell is
Yes.
going to touch it.
Aoife is touching it.
Maxwell is touching it at the same time Aoife is. I wonder if my hand will phase through.
So does someone want to touch it?
Okay, Maxwell is going to slap Aoife's hand down and put his hand up to it, so we still have a healer.
Okay.
Just gonna walk up and Aoife and make sure she doesn't touch it again. And then Zeus is gonna.
So when you reach out to touch it, it's still solid, but it just feels like tree bark.
Oh, thank God! My hand didn't flash freeze.
No, it didn't flash freeze, but But once you put your hand on, or how do you touch it?
Palm to the trunk.
Palm to the trunk. Okay. So whatever part you stuck to the tree is now stuck there.
Ah, shit.
You can't pull your hand off.
Guys?
Okay, I'm going to use Radiant Sunbolt and aim for right next to Maxwell's hand.
Guys, it won't let me go. I think it loves me.
The Radiant Sunbolt goes
First
right
for everything.
through.
Oh shit.
I am not getting
It goes
rid.
right through, and the image of the tree is unaffected.
I'm not getting rid of this hand. None of us know regeneration. I'm not getting rid of it.
Oh, if we can't figure this out, Maxwell, you may lose your hand.
I'm not losing this hand. It's my shooting hand.
Just think, if we had
Don't you
an
need both of your
artificer, we
hands
could
to
make
shoot?
you a new one.
Well, I have a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. I am making very many assumptions. Aoife is seeing Maxwell's hand stick to the ghost of a tree, so she is casting protection from good and evil.
Yeah. Tree, let go. Do I have gloves on as Maxwell? Let's find out.
So you're not able to move your hand, we'll say. So regardless of your glove or not, your hand is stuck to the tree. In fact, if you are wearing gloves, you can feel the tree bark through the glove.
As Jed, could I grab his arm and try to pull it off?
Sure, make a strength check. Well, first, tell me where on your arm tell me where you're pulling from. Like, what are you grabbing to pull?
One hand right at his wrist and one hand right at his elbow.
Okay, make a strength check.
Wow.
Okay, so you tug, and you feel no give. Like it doesn't want to move. At the very least, well, actually, do you want to take do you want to do it? Are you tugging just once, or are you tugging until you get something?
I'm tugging till I get something.
Ow!
And you're
ow!
So, you tug and tug and tug, and you rip his hand off of his arm, but it's not bleeding. It's like it just popped. So the wrist, it ends at the wrist, and it's flat. There's
I'm
no damage, and to Maxwell it didn't hurt, and Maxwell can still feel his hand.
gonna look at the hand, and I'm gonna look at Maxwell. I'm still holding it. I'm looking back and forth, and I'm going.
If I could point with my hand, I would.
Well, what do
I'm
you
gonna try to
try to?
reattach. I'm
Yes,
gonna try to put it.
you're trying to reattach. Okay,
I'm just gonna put it back.
so when you line it up proper, and it just goes back, like it just attaches back.
Oh, I'm so glad I am now a Lego piece right now.
That's how Jid looks right now.
Yeah, seems about accurate. That's kind of how we're all looking right now.
Okay.
Note to self: don't touch undead trees. They like to claim body parts.
We put where my hand is, like where you see the palm of my hand, and put the side of the dagger to my palm and push it out.
Oh, try to try to scrape your hand off with the dagger.
No, not that. Anything but that. I mean, like put the dagger, like put the.
He wants to try to wedge it out with a dagger.
I have
to
a
pry the hand
crowbar
off
in
of the
my
tree
pouch.
with the dagger.
Get that.
Jid
I
is
have
not
a
gonna try that again.
Somebody
He's still
get my
freaking
crowbar.
out.
Actually, I'll do it. Reaches to his far end, gets the crowbar, and tries to wedge it. And puts it like right where his palm is, and tries to pull it off.
I'm gonna try something different once they're all done.
DM, what do I have to roll to crowbar my hand off?
So when you try, right? So
Yeah.
Okay, what
trying with
is
that
going
strength,
on?
you push too far, and I'm assuming you're holding it with a closed hand. Yes.
Yeah.
The crowbar goes through the tree, but your knuckles don't.
No. I try to quickly pull my hand away. Like I dropped the crowbar. As soon as I realized, like, oh, it's too far. No.
Make a strength check.
Oh no. Strength check or save.
Check. This
Oh,
is you're
no.
trying to save yourself from. You're trying to do something that's beyond what you could instantly do. Okay.
Yes.
So you pull, and you hear pop, 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 pop. Your fingers are stuck to the tree by the knuckles.
What?
And just like when your hand was taken off, it's flat, and you don't feel it. Now, I'm going to reiterate this: it did not hurt. You feel no pain from this action,
Guys, just kill me.
and you can still move your fingers
Just kill me.
because
Just murder me.
because
Right
they
now.
didn't touch the tree.
Stab me. Just kill me. Right now. Please. I beg of you.
How big is this?
It's
Like the
big enough
trunk?
around that if you all stood, you could stand around it and form a perfect circle. Like if the entire party stood around this tree, they would form a circle.
I'm gonna reattach
So
my
it's
fingers.
5 feet.
It's.
Like I could stand right here.
We'll say it. This is all abstract. This is the
Okay.
spirit of a fucking tree. So
I'm gonna
I'm gonna stand right here, and I'm gonna cast Thunderclap.
I'm gonna reattach my fingers.
click, and your fingers are reattached.
Kill me.
Nothing.
Guys, kill me. Murder me. If I can't shoot,
Nada,
I'm
nothing,
useless.
zilch. The thunderclap. Thunderclap, no effect.
Just murder me, please. I beg of you.
We're not gonna kill you.
Please do. If I can't shoot, I am useless.
I can fix this.
I'm attached to. I may just be a part of the tree. Now, am I stupid enough to just give up all hope and attach my body? Maybe. Not quite, though. I haven't given up that much hope.
You have no clue how close I am to just shouting out, Aoife hugs the tree.
Aoife hugs the tree?
Aoife does not hug the tree. Jid, stop her from hugging the tree.
Jid would stop that.
You guys are stopping me from helping.
Aoife, if you're attached to the tree, you can't help.
Somebody make an insight check. Somebody that isn't Aoife make an insight check.
What? Why not me?
Because you're the one convincing. Oh, look. Hey, what was that with Jid or Zeus?
That was with Zeus.
With Zeus. Zeus realizes that Aoife may be onto something here.
Excuse me?
Jid, Zeus is going to tell Jid to let her hug the tree.
No. I'm already a part of the tree. Why wouldn't I just hug the tree?
Because you're not able to hug the tree. Your hands, you're like, you've got your hands stuck. You just have to like pop everything off and then.
Okay, I'm not going to pop everything off.
All right.
But perhaps I can do like a sick
Then
flip
I'll
and-
hug the tree.
Okay. So when your hands touch the tree, you're not able. So they stick to the tree, just like with Maxwell.
Welcome to the club.
Zeus is going to walk over to Aoife. It's like, Aoife, what was your idea? I believe you're onto something.
Well, I figured since Selena here went and blew up the tree, maybe it just needed some love.
That is adorable, but no.
You don't know?
Aoife, where are my hands?
On the tree?
Mm-hmm. Can I move them?
Yes.
But can I move myself with my hands attached?
So that is entirely up to the tree.
And
Who all is going to hug the tree?
Zeus
I'm
and Jid is
hugging
going to
the
hug the
tree.
tree.
Max,
Okay, so
Everyone become a tree hugger.
Maxwell,
when the contact points are stuck to the tree.
Maxwell has a sudden urge to bang his head against the tree, but goes against it.
So question, if my whole body is stuck to this tree, what happens if I try to pull off?
Let's not get into that right now.
Did you kill us?
I don't.
By saying she might be onto something.
Selena
So who
is
all
looking
currently
upon the party.
we have what? Zeus, Aoife, Jid, Maxwell, and Vegeta hugging the tree.
Yes, I'm a tree hugger.
I'm a druid. Zeus is a druid. He's always a tree hugger.
Boris sees an opportunity to become a part of a tree and goes to hug the tree.
Okay.
And Zelena is thinking y'all are a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Zelena should get in here and hug the tree with us.
Zelena, this is partially your fault. Get in here.
What are you gonna do? Catch me? Bye.
I will rub my
I
nose.
pull. I will pull myself off this tree and tackle you and drag you back to it.
Linmar, can you even cast right now? You're kind of stuck to a tree.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck to a tree. Like you just straight
Is
up
it-
hugged the tree.
Is it somatic?
Yeah,
there's
somatic.
a somatic
ESM.
component.
Oh, it's all three.
Yep.
Selena's just gonna pull up a spot, sit down, and watch the party struggle. Because this is their own damn fault for hugging a tree.
Zelena, you realize that if you don't help, Boris here is probably going to be stuck here forever, and so is Zeus and Aoife and little Aoife. You really want to give up on the child? The child? Aoife, give her the puppy dog eyes. The child?
I'm not hugging a tree. I don't give a crap who it's for. No, I'm not doing it.
But just think, you
Come
could
on,
burn the
Zelena.
tree. You could possibly burn the tree's soul.
Trees don't have souls.
This
They're
one
fucking
obviously
Clearly
does.
it
We're
does.
all stuck to it, numbnuts.
I'd sooner cast another fucking fireball at it.
Anyone of a divine persuasion, as in anyone who gets our cleric and our druids, all hear a faint cackling.
Oh, that
What?
can't be good.
What is that? Zelena, you'd hear it too if you were attached to a tree. But no, I'm too good to hug tree.
Well, no, Maxwell, Jid, and Vegeta don't hear this cackling. It's just Boris,
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
Zeus, and Aoife.
She doesn't know that.
Right. But I'm making sure that I didn't muffle
you're
my
good.
words.
You're good. You are part of tree. You'd hear too. Tree is telling a secret of big fire.
Yes, I'm sure the tree is telling you all the secrets of
I'm.
big fire.
Zeus,
I
what was
mean,
that
could
insight
you-
check for?
Let's see what the cackling was for.
So this is Zeus rolling?
Yeah, this is Zeus.
Okay. It just sounds like it sounds like somebody is laughing. The voice sounds a little deeper than what a normal human would be capable of producing. And the laughing all sounds a little distorted.
Who is
Like
there?
it's here, but it's not quite here.
Who is there?
Does it sound benevolent?
No, it is certainly malevolent. This person, this cackling is laughing at you.
Who is there?
I'm beginning to think we've made a mistake.
Think so?
Zelena.
I blame Zelena.
Oh yeah, blame the
Part-
fire wizard. Nobody's ever thought of that before.
Party vote. Who blames Zelena? I.
What would healing wood do? Like if I try to heal the tree?
You try to heal the tree.
Yeah, I'm grasping at strings at this point.
Okay, cast healing word. If that's what you want to do, and try to heal the tree. The tree doesn't budge. Nothing happens to the tree, but the laughing gets a little more intense.
Okay.
And for some reason or another, Aoife could feels a sort of gut instinct. Like as she's hearing this laughing, it resonates with something, and there's a feeling of like the anger, sort of base anger. She can feel swelling up.
Oh no, here come the glowing eyes again.
Vocal and somatic. Damn it. I was going to see if I could do lesser restoration, but I cannot. Because it's
Why did
vocal
healing-
and somatic.
That's why I did healing word, because it's only vocal.
Can I do vicious mockery at the tree?
I don't think it has a brain.
I don't know.
No, you cannot vicious mockery the tree. It does not. The tree does not understand. The tree outline does not understand insult.
What if
Can I-
you...
Can I vicious mockery wherever the voice is coming from?
So you don't have line of sight to it. So no.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can get line of sight to it? See if I have line of sight?
Yeah, Boris can, because Boris is the one that hears the laughing and not Maxwell. Oh, I gave them both glasses. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception. It's perception.
All right.
That is
It
Boris.
isn't. It's. So from what you can hear, the laughing is in your head.
This thing is telepathic.
Something's laughing at you from within your head.
This thing is telepathic.
Same goes for Aoife and for Zeus.
I don't get it. What's so funny?
It just keeps the cackling just keeps going.
Fairy fire is vocal. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's vocal.
I mean, if you think that could help, you
I
can
don't
try
know.
it.
I would like to. I would like to think it can help. Anything at this point. Boris will cast fairy fire on the tree. Any creature. It's not a creature. A tree. The tree is not a creature. The tree
is not a creature. But you can. I'd say you can cast it anyways.
All right. Boris is going to try to cast fairy fire on the tree.
And can you link it so I can see how exactly the fairy fire works?
It doesn't really do
It
anything.
is outlined. So,
I mean, considering it's a spirit and it's invisible, it can no longer be invisible.
let me try and draw a little better. So over here, the light is fading in and out. But you can definitely see what looks to be the outline of a person, a man,
Zelena, get that thing.
curled up laughing.
Zelena.
And you can see that he has like a ram's horns.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's it.
Zelena, get it. I've outlined it for you.
So I have a target.
You do have a target.
Very well.
So
This'll get you guys unstuck from the fucking tree. It's worth a shot.
the last one hits.
Well, this isn't good.
But it you can see an impact, but you can also see it go through. So it hits and it misses.
Boris is going to use vicious mockery on it.
All right.
Also, all of those should have been at
Wait.
advantage.
What insult will you be saying?
Your laugh sounds like a dying crow.
So does your mother's. You hear, like, just Boris hears echoing Oh wait, was it Maxwell or Boris doing this?
Boris. Boris has.
Boris.
I have the thing for Boris.
So Boris can hear like someone saying, "That's not what your mother would think," bouncing around in his head, and he takes 4 psychic damage.
Guys, you can't use psychic damage against it or vicious mockery, I'm assuming.
Do I need to be
Or-
rolling initiative?
Okay, what even is? Wait. What is Boris's wisdom save modifier?
Wisdom save is 8.
Oh shit. Gotta check. I actually have to check the DC. Where the hell? I'll make a wisdom save. Okay, you do take the 4 damage.
Boris is gonna try again.
At this point, the laughing has stopped,
Oh fuck.
and the outline of the man is standing up, and you can tell that. And the fairy fighter is more fading than not.
Oh,
And
again.
also, you took damage. I need a Constitution check.
Damn it.
Concentration.
Advantage.
Yeah, it passes.
So Elena, all of your attacks technically have advantage.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. Fairy fire.
Well, you can only partially see it,
That's true.
so you'd have to be specifically aiming to be able to hit it, which would be disadvantage. It cancels out.
Guys, anybody else have spells that don't require much?
Maxwell also has vicious mockery.
Maxwell does have vicious mockery, but I don't feel like using his spell modifier. I don't feel
All
like
of
finding out what his spell thing is.
All of my spells require somatic component.
If Maxwell's charisma, because you said it would use his charisma instead of whatever their spell is 3, it would be 13. That would be his spell save DC.
He's level 7. So what's your proficiency bonus right now?
3.
3. So what's your charisma modifier?
3.
It'll be 14 for the save.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery from Boris, but this save would be 14. The DC would be 14. And Maxwell is going to say, honestly, lad, this is a pretty subpar prank, if I were to say so myself.
He
He what?
Dang.
He
What
what?
happened?
He what?
Jojo broke.
Yeah, he broke again.
Who broke it, Jojo?
Okay. You left off on he.
So when you hear did you hear the thing I said about how far away his voice sounds?
Nope.
So when you guys hear this telepathic communication, the voice you hear sounds distorted, and like it's in your ear, but also at the edge of your hearing. And he sort of turned around and is starting to walk away.
No. I have questions, and he's not leaving.
So, would I be able to pull myself off of the tree?
You would. You just would leave the body parts that are attached to it on.
I summoned the Guardian of Faith right here.
I know I gave it to him. Yep.
Shit, Guardian of Nature is only vocal.
Not how I wanted to use her first 4th level spell slot, but there it goes.
First, I gotta check something quick just to make sure.
Wait, would Zelena see the body of the man walking away, considering it's still lit up?
Yeah, it's still lit up.
Or would she see it walking away?
She does not plan on letting it walk away. I just
Well, I
need
need
to
to-
check something first.
First of all, I need to fix something on its sheet. Couldn't.
Both Maxwell and Boris are going to be like, "You want to hear a joke? I sold my car for gas money." For all those OG DVZ fans, you get that shit.
Okay. And the name isn't showing, so you don't know the name yet.
If I'm being quite honest, this is a bit pretty sad. This is a pretty sorry way for the group to go out, huh?
Ah,
Yeah,
you fell for
that
it.
spell doesn't exactly happen. He kind of snaps.
You fucking fell for it. Fireball, motherfucker!
He's engulfed in flame, but it doesn't seem like much.
Vegeta's
Damn
gonna
it.
pull himself off.
I mean, Vegeta would have the best chance considering he doesn't really need weapons to fight. He just uses his body. It's not like his legs are attached to it.
Yeah.
Kick the shit out of him.
Yep.
In that case, Jid can detach his lower half and just use
So,
attack.
do we need to make a check to detach ourselves?
Although I personally
No, it would
wouldn't,
just-
because if we succeed, then the body parts are still on there, and they fall off, and we can't just like Lego reattach them.
So
Oh, well.
after being covered in fire, it turns around and starts to walk towards Selena. And as the fairy fire shimmers over its body, you can tell that he's put his hands in pockets, and he's just unblinking. You can't see it. Like, it never covers his face, but you can tell that he's just dead. But the manner of his walk is
He's pissed.
expressionless. No, not pissed. Expressionless. He's bored.
Okay, funny guy. If you don't want to be bored, let us out of tree. We can show you good time.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
We are gonna get our asses
So-
kicked.
Boris
Keyword.
hears that he didn't mean to make the tree do this.
Well, can you please let us out? It kinda sucks.
He can't.
What do you mean you can? Then how are we supposed to get free?
The fuck if I know. And it's fine to watch.
You're the one who did it!
I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know what the fuck I really did.
Well,
Crap, she can't hear what he's saying, can she?
Nope, he's just talking to Boris. The only one who can hear this is Boris.
Sir. Within traveling with this group, I have learned take responsibility for what happens when you do it.
And before we can carry on, can everyone mark just somewhere on their character sheet which of their hands is their dominant hand? And say in the chat
Dominant?
what their dominant hand is.
Just gonna put in character appearance for Maxwell and Boris.
Okay. And just also put that in the chat so I don't have to go digging through 7 character sheets.
So I'm gonna say Maxwell is ambidextrous and both of his hands are.
Well, which hand does he prefer?
I was gonna say, Vegeta's ambidextrous, but right preferred.
I think this is our early encounter with the BBEG.
that'd be pretty sad considering we are already gone. We have no means of fighting back.
Oh, Vegeta's.
Where's Crabman when you need him?
He's not here.
Where is he? Wait, maybe we can whistle and call the dragon. Maxwell is going to attempt to whistle the Dragon Tales theme song.
Something tells me that's not gonna work.
I don't know. If I get a good enough... Nope. Maxwell suddenly remembered he can't whistle well.
Ooh.
Okay. Whistling. The whistle is kind of just... You're just blowing. Struggling to make the right shape with your mouth.
Not Boris. Vegeta, whistle the Dragon Tales theme song.
And to show off that he's not really here, the guy walks through Selena, and Zelena feels nothing of it. And then you can see, as the minute passes of Fairy Fire, that he's pointing at the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Fairy Fire wears off.
Motherfucker walked right through me.
Joke's on him. I have plenty more fairy fires.
Oh, how fucking dare he?
I have plenty more fairy fires. One more!
I'm not even here, baby.
Uno más.
Okay, what's the beginning of this cube? Where's the center of this cube?
I'm gonna say it's like right there.
Okay. The all of your friends, well, Gonna need everyone within. Draw a shape. It's a 20-foot cube, so we'll try to center it. Everyone there needs to make a dexterity save.
Ah, crap.
I'm assuming with disadvantage because we're all stuck to a tree.
Yeah.
No, you're not incapacitated or anything.
But we're stuck to the tree.
And this is from the kami.
Yeah, so it's
So DC is 16. So anyone who didn't make a 16 is now outlined in light
Glowing.
and sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. And so does the tree.
But do we see a human figure this time?
Nope. But you notice that this dim light makes the area brighter. You've been here a fat minute, and the sun is starting to go down.
Burn the tree. Burn the tree.
You can't burn the tree. It's ethereal.
And then now everyone is hearing the laughing that sounds both in your ear and at the edge of your hearing.
Well, great. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I don't want to go to sleep just in case I slip and then another part of my body accidentally hits tree. If I wild shaped into something, what would happen?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I do want to try. I would like to try to wild shape into something.
So the energy you would normally exert, you feel swell up within you as normal, and then nothing.
Guys, it drains magic. It drains my magic. I can't wild shape.
You wasted it in, and yes, this takes a use of your wild magic. Not wild magic, wild shape.
Selena now sitting on the ground, waiting for something to happen.
And the laughing continues.
Hey, disembodied voice, do you know any good songs?
He starts to hum Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, I love this song. Except in my country, it's Devil Went Down to Russia. Boris starts humming Rasputin. Rah, rah, Rasputin.
Oh, this is great.
Maxwell is going to join him. They evolve from humming to singing. Rah, rah, Rasputin.
I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire where the tree should be.
Okay, there's a bonfire where the tree should be.
Oh, that's good. My hands were getting cold.
I just wanted to see if that would do anything.
Lover of the Russian Queen. There was a cat that really was gone.
So anybody who's touching the tree can feel the bark against their skin through any clothing that's there. So your clothing is not touching the tree, but you are.
We can't do any. Wait, we can still move our fingers, right? It's just that we can't pull our hands off, right?
So
Idea.
Maxwell stuck his knuckles to the tree, and because
Yeah.
they stuck just at the knuckles, I said he could move his fingers because the fingers aren't stuck to the tree, just the knuckles.
I have an idea.
What's the idea?
Alrighty. This is gonna be a stupid idea, but it's a fun idea all the same. Zelena is going to tear a piece of fabric off of her sleeve or something. Big enough that she can easily, wrap it around herself and such. And she is going to take that cloth and, without touching the tree, flick the cloth inside the tree and try to pull people out from the part that is touching said tree.
Okay,
Make sense?
make a dexterity check.
Making a dexterity check.
Okay, so you're able to whip it and wrap it around, we'll say, Boris is closest, so Boris's right hand, we'll say. And you pull, and you pull, and you pull, but you pull until you're able, you pull and pull and pull, and you know that you would be able to pull until the fabric tore and not be able to make his hand move.
Son of a bitch, what is this tree made of? Super glue?
Yes.
Question.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Could I push my hand further into the tree?
No, it is stuck. Like you can't move it. Like you can try to move it and you feel the attempted movement, but it doesn't move.
If we did just say
And
cut,
something you would have noticed as you all started to hug the tree is that as more people started to hug the tree, the outline grew dimmer.
Elena,
I'm not hugging the damn tree.
hug the tree.
welcome to the D&D session. An hour of holding a tree.
Fucking, I'm having my familiar hug the damn tree for him.
Okay. The familiar goes through the tree.
What?
I wonder. What is
Every other living thing gets stuck to the tree, but the familiar, no, just passes right through it.
Actually,
I call shenanigans.
it passes right through, but it sounds like it bounces off.
What? How does that even make sense?
What the fuck?
Zelena?
My
Is it because
familiar?
Faye?
Wait. I was gonna have Zelena do summon lesser demons, but
I need blood.
you need
Oh
blood.
wait, what type of creature is your familiar?
It's a lizard. It's a lizard. But if you're looking for a specific creature type, it counts as a fae, I believe.
Counts as fey? It's not a fiend or a celestial?
Let's see. Let's see. It is celestial, fae, or fiend. Your choice, and I chose fae.
You chose fey. Okay. It sounds like it goes through and is able to go through it, but whenever it passes through where the bark would be, you hear it sounds like it bounces off.
Hold on. Jid is considered a Fae.
Oh shit. Well then Jid isn't stuck.
Okay.
And honestly, so should Maxwell. Maxwell's an elf, right?
Yeah, he's a drow.
Right,
Elves are
but
considered
elves are still humanoids. They have the Fae. At one point, elves were Fae, but now they are not. That's why it's the Fae ancestry.
Okay, so the Fae are not getting stuck to this tree.
Right, but when they touch it, it sounds like they're bouncing off. They're able to go through it, but when they do, it sounds like they bounce off.
What
Jid.
And Jid, if you were to stick your hand through the tree, it would also feel you'd have the phantom sensation of your hand being pushed away from it.
Like it's repelling.
Like as if you smacked something and it bounced. But your hand would go through and you would feel both.
Jid, get my crowbar.
But when Jid takes his hands off the tree, the outline becomes a little fuller again.
Jid, get my crowbar. You're the only one who can who cannot be stuck. Get the crowbar. Get the crowbar, loop it around our hands, and pull.
Could Faye attack the tree? Or would we just pass right through it? We would pass right through it. And we
We'd pass right through it, and it would sound like it bounced.
I'm saying, get the crowbar, loop it where our hands are, and pull.
Do you know what? You can't loop a crowbar. It's made of metal.
No, what I mean,
I mean,
is
you
like,
could.
What I mean is like our hands are on the tree, right? They're just flat on the tree. Get the crowbar, put it where our hand is, and just like pull it off from there.
Well, remember when the crowbar isn't a Fae, and it went through the tree.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He can put it in one side. Put the side of the crowbar on our hand, and then grab the other end of the crowbar and like he's doing a deadlift, like just pulling it off.
Like just deadlift your hand off.
Yes.
I'll try it.
You're gonna try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a strength check.
He's good at those.
Make a strength check. Just roll d20s until you get a natural crit. How about that?
So that's a natural one.
There we go. 25. So you pull and pull and pull. We're assuming against. It doesn't matter who it's against because the crowbar snaps.
I have two of them. It's fine.
Fine. If me hugging this tree is the only way we're going to be able to move forward.
Now everybody sing rah rah Rasmus.
Well, when Zelena is going to hug the tree.
Yes.
When Zelena hugs the tree, she's stuck because she's not a Fae, and it returns to as being as transparent as it was when everyone but her was hugging it.
And
Jid,
gonna try
hug
to
it.
touch it.
So when Jid goes, and as soon as his hand comes into contact, the tree disappears.
Can we move our hands?
All fall inwards on each other because we're all leaning on the tree.
Yeah, you all fall inwards on each other, and if you check your journals, you should have a handout.
Oh yeah.
Now everyone's
Little
left
effects
hand
from being
feels cool, and all of your right hands feel warm. Like, just a little warmer than normal and a little cooler than normal.
Damn, I should have chosen left.
Oh, that's cool. I have Maxwell has cold resistance.
Ha!
And Boris has fire resistance. Ha!
The pyromancer has fire resistance. Suck it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but here's
Right,
the thing.
and I think I just gave you the equivalent of 2 feats because of what the elemental adept feat does.
But also, the thing that annoys her most, which is Boris turning into a chipmunk, and then she's going like, "I will burn you." He's like, "You can't even do that. I'm as resistant to fire as you.
Then I just have to work twice as hard.
You will fail trying. I have army of fire snake."
Yeah, I basically gave you guys the elemental adept feat without the prerequisite. Well, I think you actually all meet it except Vegeta. Vegeta, do you have any spells?
Yes, Vegeta does.
Oh, then you technically... I basically gave everyone 2 feats. Elemental Adept Cold and Elemental Adept Fire.
Jid doesn't have any spells.
Huh.
Oh, Jid doesn't have any spells. Well, Jid gets it anyways.
I mean, Maxwell has dancing lights and probably fairy fire because drow, but like,
I get to re-roll ones on my fire damage dice. That's
No,
2.
you treat the ones as 2s.
Either way, that's extra damage.
It is extra damage. It just raises... Basically just doubled your minimum damage. Let me double check that that's what it actually does, because when I was typing that up real quick, I didn't realize... Yes, okay. That description matches what Elemental Adept does.
oh, my shooting fingers are back. Oh,
So now when I rage with Vegeta, I am resistant to both fire and cold.
oh, my shooty
I
fingers.
think you're only resistant to one. It's the one that it's the hand that you're.
I think... Wait. I think his item when he does the chilled anger... Link the chilled anger item real quick. The ring of chilled anger. While raging, you have resistance to cold damage.
Ah,
That's why I was like, damn it, I should have chosen left, because then I would have been immune to cold damage.
Yeah. Do you get the reference I'm making with this?
Not one bit. I
Is it
feel
a
like I
JoJo
should.
reference?
Yes.
I really feel like I should.
Is this a JoJo reference?
It actually is not a JoJo reference.
Oh,
I really feel like it feels familiar to me, but I can't place it.
Well, there was a certain movie released in 2012.
was it 2012?
No. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Oh, Avengers?
Yeah, it's a because that's basically what Banner does now. He's like, yeah, I'm always angry. I'm just chill about it.
Oh, that.
Oh,
I thought you were
okay, you were
talking
talking
about
about
the tree. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
No. The ring. The ring. That's why I said Vegeta.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
why
got
I asked
the
Vegeta if he
reference.
got the reference. Okay.
Oh, my shooty fingers. Oh, my shooty fingers. Oh, I'm never letting you touch anything other than the bow and the gun again. And Aoife's head. But that's besides the point.
Is anybody
Speaking of
looking to the
Eva.
east?
Yes.
Okay, so as the sun rises in the east, so the sun would be to your backs. But as the sun reaches the halfway point of being dipped below the horizon, the true actual moment of twilight, for that moment, you can see in entirety the figure that was laughing at you. Say a man with with very sharp feature, a man with, well, or at least what looks to be a human with very sharp features generally, and he's rather lithe. Like, have you guys seen the art for Dio for part 6?
Yeah.
Like, Imagine
Uh-huh.
part 6 Dio. So I'm gonna put him in the Discord. See, is there a good full body shot of part 6 Dio, or is it just these dumb panels? I guess this is the closest. Like he's like you can see that he's very muscular, but he's also at the same time incredibly skinny. Like with how long his arms are, he could wrap his own each of his own arms around himself. Well, wait. Yeah, he'd be able to wrap his arm most of the way around himself.
I would just like to point out that the party spent so long on the tree that Aoife actually fell asleep on it.
I imagine. Well, damn! If Aoife had seen that, it would have been.
Maxwell is
Aoife
going
fell
to
asleep angry, huh?
Maxwell is going to pick Aoife up like a fucking 2-year-old. Just have her on him, just like he's carrying a baby. You took it yourself out, little one. Jid, come over here.
Well, it is about bedtime.
Is the party going to make camp there for tonight?
I'm getting as far away from this goddamn tree as I want to. Maxwell.
Well, I mean, you would have been nearing the end of a day's travel, anyways. Oh,
Maxwell.
and when the tree disappears, you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
That just puts our sleep schedule off. I feel great. I don't need to sleep. Wait, what time is it? Like, I don't know, 6 o'clock? Damn it!
It's it's sunset.
Good, Selena
Which-
burned through a whole lot of spell slots trying to set the tree on fire.
Maxwell will put Aoife on top of Jid. Stroke her head. Like, okay, let's get a bit farther away from here before we set up camp. All in agreement?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, magic man, who stuck us to a tree.
Would have gotten to it a lot quicker if Selena had just sucked up and hugged the tree.
Yeah.
I'm the one who burned the damn thing down. I don't
So
want to
I
hug no
knew.
damn tree.
So Maxwell and Boris both knew it. This is Elena's fault.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was gonna be like over as soon as Aoife was like, okay, let's all hug the tree. Didn't think Zelena would refuse.
Selena's stubborn.
Stubborn.
Give Selena a good slap.
You
Careful,
made
she
us
might
all
have to give you
stuck
one back.
for hours.
So, gonna say something Zelena would definitely know. Zelena would know that creatures on the ethereal plane wouldn't behave like that. Because, like, just to dispel the theory of this guy being on the ethereal plane from your minds, any creature on the ethereal plane would not have interacted with fairy fire like that. They wouldn't have been affected because they're not technically because they are explicitly not on the material plane.
Oh, so it's still here somewhere.
If we ever run into it again, let's kill it.
And
Just
oh,
keep your
Aoife's
mouth shut
asleep.
and your eyes peeled.
Maxwell is awake. Jade is awake. Literally, all of the party is awake aside from Aoife.
Yep.
Because we are getting away from this spot where the tree is, and Maxwell is never going to touch another tree in his life. If you tell him to climb a tree, he will not. Climb this tree. It's the only safe way. I'd rather die.
He now has a fear of trees.
No, it's not a fear. It's just a mortal vengeance against touching trees. For
Sounds
all
like a fear.
for all of the rest of his 600 years, he will never touch a tree.
Admit it. You're afraid of a tree.
I am not afraid of a tree. I refuse to
Imagine
touch
being
trees.
afraid of trees.
I am not afraid of trees.
Sure.
That's the way someone who's afraid of trees but doesn't want to admit it would
If
act.
I were afraid of trees, would I look at a tree? No, I wouldn't, and I'm looking at a tree right now.
Well, it depends.
I
Go
mean,
touch it.
I just don't
So
want
is
to
anybody
touch a
curious
tree.
about this? About the person actually
Yes.
responsible for what just happened?
Very much so.
Okay. Anybody who wants to learn, who wants to see if they know more, or see if they know
Roll.
anything that would help them along the clue, roll either history or religion. And
I will
if
roll
you want
mine in
Aoife
just
to be, and Andrew, if you want Aoife to be awake for this, you could also roll for her.
Religion.
Yeah,
And history.
I guess I'll wake her up.
Jojo, can you
Yep, both
real
of those
quick?
are garbage.
Can you real quick whichever one I have better stats in?
Yeah. I'm guessing your computer's waking out, Vegeta.
Took a step outside real quick.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, Zeus knows, probably, most likely.
Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick to make sure. Where is?
I mean, why did both history and religion have to be an intelligence thing?
I don't
think
know.
I
religion
feel you
I
on
used
feel
that
to
like
one.
be-
religion should have been wisdom.
I think religion used to be wisdom. I don't know. I mean, Aoife could use you could use your wisdom for religion checks if you'd like. I don't see a problem with it.
I would like.
Okay, so then what is your? Are you proficient in religion? Yes, you
I
are.
am.
So that's a +6. So you got a
Ah.
16 instead of a 12.
+8.
+8? Oh, right.
Because it's
+8.
Yeah.
So it would be an 18 instead of a 12.
Yeah.
Mine.
Okay. So Aoife and it was Zeus. Aoife and Zeus recall learning something, like recall that in their studies or in their knowledge that that sometime in the distant past there was a man with a vendetta against the gods, and as punishment for something he did, he was banished to exist in the space between planes of existence. Like he's nowhere and everywhere because he's not like it's a sort of Schrodinger case.
So he's Alucard at the end of Helsing.
I have not seen the end of Helsing,
Yes.
but like he's that person committed some heinous crime a distant time ago and is stuck in a place where he shouldn't really exist.
He exists and he exists and doesn't exist at the same time. It's
Right.
like Schrodinger's cat. Like, is the cat
Basically,
dead or is it alive? And it's like, it's
like
both right now.
basically, the punishment would have been to be wiped from existence. But this was a man strong enough to resist gods.
Great. So how are we supposed to kick his ass?
Get back.
Well, he would certainly want to get back. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
We
like,
can hear you.
you cut off one of you cut off mid sentence. It's like, oh shit. So this person has a vendetta against the gods, or maybe just one, and would want to get back to act on that vendetta. So you'll eventually be able to kick his ass. Hopefully.
He is our final boss.
Most certainly.
All right, let's get the fuck
And
away
for
from
some
this tree.
reason, him even trying to manifest himself on the material plane, would have made Aoife very angry.
Oh. Let's get the fuck away from this tree and go to bed. Because despite the fact that I feel rejuvenated, I am fucking exhausted. I saw my hand pop off and pop on again. Saw my fingers pop off and pop on again. Hey, quick question. If we had detached our limbs and, it finished, what would have happened?
What do you mean? Like if
Well,
your
it
limbs were
couldn't finish.
detached when
Yeah.
the tree disappeared?
Yeah.
It couldn't.
Well, our limbs were still attached to it.
Yeah, you were technically
We all
touching.
had to hug it for it to
Well, no, you all had to
disappear.
touch it, and then when those of you who weren't Fey touched it, the parts that touched were stuck to it.
But what would have
And-
happened
Well, they would
if
have
those
fallen to the
parts...
ground. Well, roll Arcana. As whichever character is figuring this out.
He figured it
Well,
out.
Well, he figured out as best he could, and logically, that if it's no longer stuck to the thing, it would have fallen to the ground. And you remember, you were able to just attach and you're able to reattach these with no effort and no real sensation of it. And when you had detached the limbs, you didn't feel anything. It's not that it didn't hurt, it's that you didn't feel anything when it happened. There was no sensation against where there would have been no sensation against the flat part. It wouldn't feel like it was detached at all, really. It would just look like it's detached and be detached.
But how would that have happened if it wouldn't have disappeared unless we were all touching it anyways?
Because while the parts of you that were not attached, the part that you left behind on the tree would have still been touching the tree.
I was more
So once those of you that weren't Fey had touched the tree, you weren't able to stop touching the tree until everyone had touched the tree.
I was more curious if it was gonna be like, oh, and then your hands fall down or whatever part you were stuck to fall down and you start bleeding profusely and you can't reattach them.
Oh, that would have been mean.
I was like,
It's a puzzle, not a punishment. It was a puzzle, not a punishment.
Truth be honest, if I knew about the Fae thing earlier, I would have had Jed walk around and pick up Selena and then push Selena against the tree.
Well, if I had known the faith thing earlier, I would have done it like that.
I mean, yeah, Jid's totally got the strength to just shove Selena onto the tree.
Well, he wouldn't shove
Well, the
her.
tree
He
is
would literally
gone.
just head first
You
into
would just walk
into the
into
trunk.
just walk into the tree while carrying her.
No, I would turn around and kick her into the tree.
Zelena, roll an Arcana check.
Selena, rolling an Arcana check.
Your Fey type familiar seemed to be both looked to be accepted by the tree and sounded to be rejected by it. What would have happened if it were a celestial or a fiend?
Well, Eva's part celestial.
But Aoife's type is still humanoid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think.
Should have summoned one of those demon chickens and put it on.
Wait, what if I'd have turned on her radiant soul? Then what would have happened?
Ooh.
Something. I honestly thought you were going to, and I was preparing mentally that reaction.
Boris would like to figure things out. But only thinks of rah Rasputin.
Yeah.
Like a true commie should.
He's only thinking of his comrades.
Wow. Boris looks deep in thought. And Boris is thought. Rah Rasputin. I like how both canonically both of my characters constantly have a song playing in their head. This has happened now.
And you're taking watch here tonight? Or you how close are you? So you're settling down to camp here tonight, or are you continuing onwards?
I think we're going a little bit away from this particular spot because bad juju.
How far away?
How bad would a mile put us?
How long does it take for you guys to travel a mile? You can travel
See,
8
at the
miles in a day,
average-
so it takes you. So traveling, you'd be going about. That doesn't seem right.
The average
What's the
human
slowest speed
walking
in your
speed is
party?
30 feet.
30 feet. Oh wait,
Yep.
but that's Aoife, isn't it?
Oh, Boris is also 30 feet, so
Boris is also 30 feet, so 30,
although he can
and there, so you
change
can
into
move
different
without
animals.
dashing. You can move 300 feet in a minute.
The average human walking speed is typically about 3 or 4 miles an hour. That is base walking speed.
Yeah, so you'd be able to because you can go like 20 miles in a day. So yeah, you'd be able to go 3.4. You know, 4 miles and 3 miles and 2,000 feet, roughly, in an hour.
I think that's about how far we'll go.
So you'll go an hour away from it. Okay. And so that night, in the next few days, really. So you had gone. See, it was 7 days. So that's.
Maxwell continues his juggling lessons with Aoife.
Let me
So
figure out how
throw
far
this one up,
so that's
and then catch it.
1, 2.
Then over
3.
and over and over and over. That's stealth. I meant sleight of hand. I mean, either way.
So how far does this put you from? So I said it was day 20. So there are 13 days left.
You're doing great, sweetie. Jid, do you know how to juggle?
I mean, that's some pretty convincing juggling.
Jid definitely knows how to juggle. Now Maxwell is going to try to do something cool, therefore it's an advantage. He's going to try to juggle daggers. And then catch one in his teeth.
Okay.
Even
So
watching the whole thing, going, nope, I'm not even attempting that.
there's 3. Okay.
And
All right.
with this, you'll be able to do it someday too if you keep practicing. Whew. That was dangerous.
So the next day passes without. There's a word for what I'm trying to say. Without anything
Incident.
happening.
Without incident.
Incident. Nothing of note happens. But at around, let's say, a couple hours past midday,
Another tree shows up. God damn.
not another tree. It's a draft horse. You encounter a draft horse pulling a battered old wagon. And in the driver's seat is a skeleton.
Well, that is
It's
that's no
not
bueno.
animated. It is a inanimate dead person.
Oh, goody.
That doesn't change my reaction. That is still no bueno.
Alrighty, guys. Remember the rules.
What rules?
Y'all can't possibly tell me you don't remember the rules.
Kill all skeletons? I agree.
No, you maroon. Let's see. Rule number 7. The skeleton always animates.
All right. Maxwell is pulling out his bow and shooting the. No, Maxwell is pulling out the gun and shooting the skeleton in the skull.
Okay. The skull absolutely fucking shatters.
Can I
All
try
right,
And the
on
I'm
the
not
sound of the
horse?
risking
gun
it.
going off scares the horse. It rears up. All of its harness, having been worn, breaks and falls off, and it
Boris
runs off.
Boris is
Starts
Can
to
I
run
chase
off.
it?
You can chase it, but it's dashing. What's your speed?
So am I. 55.
Oh yeah, you're able to catch it. Well, where do you? And actually, let's assume it has a 1-round head start. Why am I doing math? Somebody
Because
stop me.
math is fun.
Luckily, I can
Well,
cheat.
what's its
This isn't
speed
schoolwork. I can
dashing?
cheat. Where's the fuck? Its speed would be 80. Its speed would be 80. So you'd have to dash.
Yeah. I catch it in approximately 3 rounds.
I can do the actual math.
I'll be
So
right
it's
back.
moving. 40 thirds of a foot per second. Or no, 80. Wait, yeah, 40 thirds of a foot per second. And it has a 40 thirds foot head start. And then you move. Wow, so wait. Yeah, X is seconds. So you'd be able to catch it you'd be able to catch it very quickly. What are you going to try to do?
Potentially mount it or calm it down.
Okay. Well, which of the two? Because those would be very different things.
Mount it first.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check. You jump and you don't fall on your ass. But you kind of just jump over it and it starts going a different direction.
I will catch this damn horse.
And you're able to keep up with it. So really, you just gotta try. Okay, there you go. You're on the horse. But the horse is still going away from everybody.
At this point, I'm gonna grab it by its mane and try and rear it.
Okay, to tame it like that, just make an animal handling check. Hmm? You have a +2 bonus, which means your take 10 would be 12. Meaning that eventually you'd be a few hundred feet away from the party, but eventually you'd be able to coax it and going the way you want to go. But the wagon is stopped.
It's okay. I now have something for Aoife. It may not be able to fly, but it can go faster. Hello?
I'm here. It's everyone else.
I'm here.
My Discord crapped out on me after you said that
Love you. Good night.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Andrew, are you here?
Drew? You fall asleep during the session again?
While recording.
While recording? This has happened only once before, guys. Andrew?
Huh?
He's
What happened? Sorry, I dozed for a second.
I knew it!
Vegeta managed
Nailed
to
it.
wrestle the horse.
Oh boy.
That's hilarious.
But if you're dozing off,
Yeah,
maybe
sorry.
we should.
I've been up for 24 plus hours. So.
Yeah, it's then you should definitely be heading to bed, and we should be wrapping this up. I was going to reveal this when you guys went to investigate it, but the wagon is empty. Like, it's been picked clean. There's no identifying marks on it. For all intents and purposes, it's a free wagon.
And we
You
have a
guys want
horse.
it?
And we got
And
two
you have
of
a
them.
horse to pull it.
You got two of them.
we have multiple horses to pull it, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. This seems like a trap.
I shot the skeleton skull to bits and pieces. I think it's safe.
Yes, but now here's the question. What robbed this caravan?
Could have been
Probably
anything.
bandits.
One way to find out.
It might have been those bandits that you wiped the floor with last
Yeah.
session.
Hell, everything
Oh, you mean the ones we
we've fought,
murdered?
we've wiped the floor with, aside from that fucking tree.
The tree will plague his dreams for the rest of his life.
Fucking hate that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Maxwell has a goal to cut down all trees and live in a treeless world, like the Lorax.
Say goodnight to the recording, everybody.
Bye, bitches.
Good night,
Later.
recording. Get some